Welcome to the DigiPen Tech Academy program, offered in cooperation with WANIC, Puget Sound Skills Center, Newmarket Skills Center, and Pierce County Skills Center. My name is Raymond Yan, the Senior Executive at DigiPen, who is responsible for all of our K-12 programs, and it is my pleasure to present this orientation to you. This is our 20th year working with the Skills Centers, and while the program has evolved over the years, the spirit is still the same. We not only want you to learn about the nature of the work, but more importantly, we want you to learn how to learn. There's no spoon feeding here, but under the guidance of the instructors, we truly hope to make this an amazing experience that you will look forward to coming to. As you know, the ongoing health crisis has created havoc at all levels, and in planning for this year, DigiPen has had to consider how to accommodate many challenging factors, including possible school closures due to outbreaks, the health and safety of students and teachers, and the wide variety of class schedules that students will be given by their sending schools. To address these issues, our approach is to make things as flexible as possible so we can adapt to the dynamic situation. First, DigiPen is committing to offering 100% learning for the entire year. That said, if and when your school district and DigiPen are able to shift to a hybrid model, we will be able to accommodate. Flexibility also means that we need to offer a differentiated experience for each of you, so the curriculum is designed to be self-paced with live instructor support. You will be required to attend live classes, but given the different schedules, you will register for which blocks you can attend based on whatever schedule your school gives you. And finally, because we understand this year is going to be a challenge for everyone, and because our instructors want to directly observe your progress, all required work is designed to be completed in class, so there is no homework. This is a 3-credit program, and therefore you are expected to schedule 5 blocks of class with at least 4 live classroom blocks and 1 block being asynchronous. Of course, if you can attend all of the blocks live, all the better. These blocks are scheduled Monday to Friday with both morning and afternoon sessions that are 2.5 to 3 hours in length depending on the Skills Center program that you are with. You will be asked to register for the blocks that work for your school schedule. This may mean everything from attending Monday to Friday during the same time, or attending only certain days where you take multiple blocks with DigiPen. You will be contacted shortly by your instructor with more information on how to register for the blocks. In terms of how the program is run each quarter, there are 2 phases. The first is what we call the grammar and process phase, and the second is the studio project. The grammar and process phase is focused on learning key concepts and developing new skills. Each quarter, there's a specific list of competencies that you will have to demonstrate to pass. Assuming you attend class and apply yourself, you should be able to pass this phase when you are about 60 to 70% of the way through the quarter. Of course, some of you may need more time, and you can use the entire quarter to complete this work. The good news is that once you have met the competencies, you get an A for the quarter. As soon as you finish the grammar and process phase, you will then shift to the studio project, which is an opportunity to really focus on applying what you have learned. You will prepare a proposal for a project of your own design in cooperation with your instructor, who will help you ensure that the scope is appropriate for your skill level and time remaining in the quarter. You will then undertake the difficult challenge to complete your project to the highest level of quality. While you will receive feedback, remember that you have already received an A for the quarter, so this project is not actually graded. This approach should free you from any grade anxiety that many students have when it comes to doing something difficult. We want you to push yourself to create excellent work without worrying that failure will result in a poor grade. Making mistakes, and even failing despite best efforts, is a critical part of learning, so just be ready to challenge yourself and know that we will be here to support you. Our program does allow for students who demonstrate a high degree of fluency to work on a team project. This opportunity is ideal for students who have a more serious interest in pursuing a career in the interactive industry. Working with others is a great experience, but it is important that everyone has the skills, commitment, and professionalism to support their team. As students work through the grammar and process phase, instructors will be looking for individuals who meet this criteria. If working on a team is of interest to you, be sure to talk to your instructor. Some of you may be interested in more advanced study that may include AP credit or even college transfer credit. Your instructor will talk to you further about this once class starts, But understand that you will need to declare your intent to pursue this advanced study, as your instructor will likely need to adjust your learning pathway as well as assess your work using a different rubric. As I previously mentioned, required work for the course is designed to be completed in class. Almost all work is evaluated using a competency-based approach. Your instructor will not only be looking at the final outcome, but also how you completed the work. Once you have demonstrated that you have the required competencies, you will receive an A for the quarter and will then move on to the studio project should time permit. From a hardware perspective, here is the list that you will need. One item is actually having a webcam. Teaching online presents unique challenges for instructors, and the webcams allow them to monitor how their students are doing. If you don't have one, let your instructor know, and we should be able to arrange one for you to borrow. Because of the audio and video aspect of our classes, you should have something in the range of 2 to 3 megabits per second on your upload and download speed. Wi-Fi works, but if you have your computer hardwired to your router, this is the best option for both stability and speed. Issues with internet connectivity will likely happen to everyone at some point, including the teacher. If you lose your connection, or if you're experiencing unstable signal, just do your best to get back online, which might require relaunching the web conferencing platform, restarting your computer, or even rebooting your internet router. If your problem persists, please try to email your instructor about your situation. Depending on the program you are enrolled in, your instructor may give you details to pick up supplies, as well as information about software that you will need to download and install. We do understand that some of you will be using school district laptops and that you will not be authorized to install software onto them. We have tried to ensure that there are web-based applications that you can utilize. Of course, as we are dealing with students from different school districts, different equipment, and different website access policies, DigiPen is prepared to work with you individually to resolve the issues. Given the amount of time that you will be sitting at the computer, it is important to make sure that you have a good learning space to work at. Here are some things to think about. I'll just point out the last item regarding having a second monitor. This is not a requirement, but if you do have access to a second monitor, or a second computer like a laptop, or even a tablet, this will make the learning experience more efficient, as there will be times that you will need to watch what the instructor is doing while also trying to follow along with the software on your computer. Don't worry if you don't have a second screen, as you will be shown how to quickly toggle between applications. For classroom etiquette, our rules are pretty simple, but essential for us to have a safe and respectful classroom environment. There are tools like chat that you will have access to, and we ask that comments be kept to those related to the activity being run or for course-related questions. I do have to be clear that any form of bullying or disrespectful behavior will not be tolerated. If you should experience any such issues, please let your instructor know immediately. Please note the last bullet about participating and asking questions. Please don't be silent because you're afraid that you have a dumb question. This goes to the idea of having the humility to always seek assistance when you need it, and I know the instructors really want to help you. Now, in terms of next steps, you will be asked to complete a survey that will allow us to understand what you have in terms of your computer setup at home. We will also be asking you to identify the blocks that you plan to attend. I do hope that this video has helped you understand how DigiPen plans to create an amazing experience for you to thrive and grow in. We've tried to build in the flexibility for you on many levels, and so all you need to do is come ready to learn. There is nothing that we are teaching that you cannot learn, and the instructors are 100% committed to supporting you. That said, remember that you also have to take ownership for your education. So don't hesitate to ask questions, and always strive to produce the best work possible. This mutual effort between you and your instructor will help make this year a rewarding one. Expect to see an email from your instructor very shortly with final details on how to join the first class. But if you have any questions or concerns about the program, please email me at raymond.yan@digipen.edu. Thank you for your time, and good luck with the new school year.